Hello everybody, today I'm doing a look with the Blue Blood palette. I really wanted to do one when I first unboxed it a couple of days ago, but I had a really bad migraine. As you could probably tell in my video, I was a little bit out of sorts, so I'll link that below where I opened it and swatched all the colours. I'm going to start with a simple look. I'm hoping to like build up and try some cut creases and some half cut creases and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to try a simple-ish look with the sort of darker smoky sort of colours and do a smoky blown out eye. So anyway, I'm not going to jabber for too long. If you haven't seen the palette, I'll link it down below. I unboxed it, swatched all the colours and everything. I know I've just said that, but needed to say it again apparently. I've got a cough as well. I don't know where it's come from. I think it's allergies. I finally got a new mirror, you'll all be pleased to know, and I'm going to zoom you in like I've been doing. I just need to work out how I'm my little setup here. Right, oh, there's a mirror in the palette, but I think it is because it's quite heavy. I think I'll just use the new one. I can show it off then. Right, I'm jabbering, aren't I? Right, I'm going to zoom you in like I've been doing, and I'm just going to get started. Oh, hang on, I've got to reposition. There we go. Right, you can see my eye. I'm going to start on this side, obviously. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into Priceless. And just put that all over my lid. Tap out my concealer. This is just to make sure it all glides on nice. I've had a little play with the palette and it works lovely, so I'm not too worried about that. Then I'm going to go in with a packing brush that's got blue on it. What a surprise. In with the packing brush and into Power, which is a dark bluey grey, and I'm going to pack that all over my lid. Like I'm just starting how I normally would for a smoky eye. I am going to pack the colours on slightly different to how I normally would. And of course I've got a bit of fallout already. I'm going to take that right up into my crease and then blend it with some more Power. I think out of all the gorgeous colours, this one's my favourite. The inner goth is speaking. Right, pack that on, and then I'm going to take my little blending crease brush, which has also got blue on it, and blend that into my crease. Oh, got to remember you need to be able to see. These blend so nicely, and obviously I'm going to really smoke out this corner, so every time I blend I'm going to blend it into this corner basically. I'm just going to take a bit more Power and build that up, then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and keep doing the same thing. Since that day I wasn't recording, I'm like manic about it recording now. Right, that looks super messy. Honestly, it'll all come together, it always does. I think it's the way I'm blending. I'm so used to working with Makeup Revolution, don't really need to do that. And it's a lot, it always looks softer in my mirror as well than it does. It looks perfectly blended. But on there it's like, no, you haven't blended it. No. So, right, that's the first step. Then I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'll I'll put in the description all of the brushes I've used. Then I'm going to take Cremated, which is a greeny grey, really dark greeny grey, and I'm going to run through the crease, really deepen the crease up. Oh, weird angle, can't see. Literally right above where I've put that. Once I've done this bit, I think I'll do the other eye and catch that up. Then the outer corner, I'm going to add a bit of Undertaker, which is a dark navy blue. Just going to pat that where I want it and blend it in. Oh, that instantly adds a bit of blue. I mean, with it being called Blue Blood, I expect you're hoping for some blue. Don't worry, we're getting to the blue. have to keep, because I've got such hooded eyes, I have to keep opening to make sure I'm not going too low. Right, I'm just going to blend that out quickly with the big brush again. And smoke it out into that corner like I said. Maybe not that far, but we'll fix that in a minute. Oh, I like that so far. Right, I'm just going to do the same on the other eye, so I need that brush again. Priceless Tap Out Concealer. Priceless all over. I like how Priceless is just pigmented enough to, what am I trying to think? Even it out, that's the word. There we go. Bit of fallout with Priceless. Then the packing brush again and Power. And all on my lid. Swipe up. Then the same again with fluffy brush and Power through the crease. Blend that edge out. And blend with the big brush. And I'm going in with that smaller brush. This one again. And taking Cremated into the crease like I did on the other side. These blend so nicely. I feel like even if you make a little mistake, you can just like blend it out. Like I've gone too far in here. What I did yesterday was just softened it. There you go. And then Undertaker. And this like outer to the middle. And then we can get ready for the blues. There we go. Big fluffy brush again. Blend that out. I just love how they blend so softly. Yeah, it still leaves the line that I want. I think I need to go just slightly higher this side. I'm just going to even that out with a bit of Cremated. And a bit of Undertaker. I'm just going to use that smaller brush with Power on it to blend that bit higher so they're more even. I need to go a bit more this side. It's because my eyes are different shapes. It's a nightmare to try and get them even, but luckily when I smoke it all out, it'll be fine. I'm just going to take a bit of colours, just get it back how I want it. How's that looking? Right, now I'm going to blend it again. Actually, I might just run that through my crease one more time just to make sure it's nice. Because I've already blended it, so it might not have enough all the way over. There we go. So that's like the base of how I want it. Just gonna blend this a tiny bit more because I want it really like blown out. So I need to keep making sure I blend it out. There we go. Now I'm gonna go in with that smaller brush again, and I'm just gonna blend right over the edge of the line that I've done, where I've blended it basically, with Blue Blood, which is the bright pastel blue. I'm just gonna like run this over where I've just blended. Keep that nice line that I started. So pigmented. As I've said about 1,000 times already. And then once I've got that all even, like that, I'm going to clean that brush off and just buff this little end out so it doesn't look completely crazy. I want it to look like it's sort of soaking into my eye basically. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side, keep that nice line. Just even it up. It looks so cool already. And I've got plans for this bit, so don't panic, I haven't forgotten. Although, would it be me if I didn't forget about something important? Probably not. Love this blue. As soon as I saw this blue, I was just like, I want to do it along the edge. This will make it look really nice. Almost like it's glowing a smoky blue. Clean that brush off, just tidy that edge up like I did this side. To make sure I've got it even. That's the same thing with bolder colours, we don't quite get it even, it just stands out and you're just like, no. There. And I'm going to use this, the smaller brush, just to blend that edge out rather than going in with that big brush. Just literally really gently, just buffing that slightly. And then the same on the other side. And then this corner, I'm going to take the brightest blue, which is Blue Monday, which is a pigment. It's a proper true blue. And I'm going to blend that into the royal blue and go in slightly. Just to deepen this up. So weird putting blue that high. Never normally do that. I really want to make the most of any space I have got. This blue is a little bit more difficult to work with because it's a pigment. So I'm just taking my time blending that into the Blue Monday. And obviously this corner is going to look a little bit weird till I've blended it all. Because I want it to be soft but blue, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to carry on going down where I made it darker so it's like a dark, deep blue. So we get to there. And then the same on the other side. I've got to get this even. It's going to be fun, isn't it? I think, where am I starting? There. That's about right. You can always add, but you can't take away. I always remember that. To come in slightly more, blend it. That's it. And then just layer this up like I did on the other side, basically. All the way down to the lid. Right, I'm going to clean that brush off and tap over the edge again, just really gently, because it's so pigmented. Just going to take a little bit of, just a tiny bit of blue blood, just use that to blend it. It's nice and soft. Then I'm going to use a little bit of Undertaker to blend out this, where I want to blow it out basically. Just to give me a bit more pigment back there. Then I'm going to run the big fluffy brush right over the edge. Not over the blue too much so it doesn't pick too much up. Just going to softly run over that. It's a little bit, I don't know why it's gone a bit chunky there. It doesn't look like that in my mirror, so just going to take Blue Monday and just tap back over that just to soften it again. Maybe I didn't have quite enough on my brush this side. There we go. Right, I'm just going to run over the top again just to make sure it's really blended. Could do with a small clean brush. No, not that one. Ah, there it is. I like this one for blending because I don't really use it for anything else. It's always clean. When I go over with the highlight here, that'll help soften it as well. Oh, I think it's looking really cool so far. Just gonna use that in the inner corner as well. Don't want any harsh edges. When it joins up with underneath, I can like just bring it all together basically. Right. Now, before I put any of the glittery stuff on, I just want to deepen up the outer corner. So I'm going to take Undertaker, the dark navy, just tap that right over the inner corner. And that'll give me something to join with underneath as well. The same on the other side, literally just the outer corner, just so it gives it a bit of depth. How far did I go? Tiny bit. I don't think I've put enough on my brush. There we go. Oh, still got a croaky throat, it's driving me mad. Right, I'm just going to use the softer blendy brush, just to blend that in. Make sure there's no rough edges since we deepened the crease. Just going to go over with Undertaker, the darkest, just to softly deepen that crease again where we've done a lot of blending and buffing. clean that brush. There we go. It's looking nice and soft. I'm fairly even, considering it's me. I'm still not happy with that edge there. I don't know why it's done that. I'll try taking a bit more blue blood again. I'm pretty sure I didn't have enough on my brush when I first laid it down, unlike the other side where I really went in with it. Hopefully the highlight will even that all out anyway. Where's my blendy brush? There we go. Right, I'll just stop faffing. I'm sure at 20 minutes and you just want to see the glittery colours. But that's the base so far. Now I'm going to go in with the packing brush again, cleaned. Just checking the time. Got an itch apparently. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I'm going to go in with Deceased, which is the metallic blue on the packing brush, and go on the first, like the inner of my lid. And that's not picking up at all. Right, I'm going to have to go in with my finger and do it neatly. Wish me luck. I'm just going to go like into my lid a little bit and then tap on Ocean Ice, which is the chunkier glitter. And of course instant fallout, which I'll get rid of in a minute. It brushes away quite easily, so. There we go. There's the glittery colours. And I'm going to do the same on the other eye, and then we'll blend out the bottom. Add a bit more glitter. I really like Deceased. Reminds me of a colour I had when I was younger. And Ocean Ice, wow, it's just beautiful. All the colours are so pretty, and what it looks like in the pan is what it looks like on your eye as well, which with blues isn't always the case. Right, now I'm going to go under the eye, my little trusty blending brush, and power first like I did above. I love how smoky they all are. And I'm blending that right into where I smoked it all out. We'll blend this properly in a sec. I'm going to take a bit of Undertaker in the inner corner, outer corner. And then a bit of Cremated. Just to bring that all together. And the same on the other eye, then I'm going to add a bit of blue. And Undertaker again. Then Cremated. Just love how nice they blend underneath. I'm going to take a bit of Royal Blood, that pastel blue, run that underneath, just ever so slightly, basically using that to blend it out, and then into the smoky blown out bit. go a little bit lower this side. There we go. And then with this brush, I'm going to tap it into Ocean's Ice. Hopefully this will work. Just put a bit in the middle there. Without getting too much fallout, ideally. Managed to get a bit of fallout. I'll sort that out with concealer in a minute. I wonder if Wealthy would tap over that. No, I shouldn't have rubbed it in. Anyway, zoom you out now. There we go. Ooh, zoomed out. I'm just going to blend it all again with the fluffy brush. And I'll tidy it up with some concealer after. Oh, inner corners and highlight. I'm just going to go into Colour None, which is the highlighty shade. My little trick for under. I like to blend that all in basically, and put a bit more there. I'm just going to take a little bit of blue blood just to make it more blue. Just tap that into it. There we go. Oh, that looks so cool. Right, let's take this monstrosity off. Of course I forgot my brush. We're not doing too bad. 27 minutes with a new palette. And you knew I wasn't going to be quick, so at least you were sort of prepared. I was like, what the heck my hair's doing? Should have just left it in the headband, I think. Right, I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Attempt to. Apparently. Mascara. I really like how that looks. There we go. My hair. What is it doing? It's been up in the head bar. I'll sort that out in a minute. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Because it's the first time I've played with a palette like this with these colours. I'm pretty pleased. I know I got a bit of fallout, but I can fix that in a second. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. I do all kinds of videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!